This episode is sponsored by the HMD Rosetta EQ. Use the code AudioNerds for $10 off at the helpmedevon.com store right now. Hurry. Now, on to your episode.
No, I know. So welcome to the My Audio Nerds podcast, the podcast for audio nerds like yourself. Yeah. I go by the name. Oh, wait, before we even get there, man, leave a comment down below because we're giving away an HMD Rosetta EQ or compressor. Gold edition too, so you can't even get that nowhere.
That's a 50. That's a fact.
Sidebar, our Diamond members been eating lately, but if you'd like to support the podcast, sign up for our YouTube membership. We give early episodes, extra episodes, a lot of content, a lot of extra bonus stuff. Our game show is actually behind the scenes. There's probably another episode ready for y'all, which is crazy because I ain't gonna lie, y'all gonna see me get mad because I think... Oh, goodness. That draft episode was amazing. But a lot of dope stuff behind the paywall. I go by the name of LJ. I use FL Studio. FL Studios 24 is out, and we're going to talk about that today. But I know we got to talk about some bum EQ stuff from some other... No, it's not actually bum EQ because it's actually by Eventide, right?
Eventide
We'll talk about it later. Who's on my left?
I like that. You did a one. I clapped it for LJ one time. People in the comments going like, yo, he doing good. He doing real good. That boy good.
Maturing.
But you know they going to say, dang, we want Courtney to do it, though.
Right. I'm about to say, you know, like 2 eps in and I ain't gonna lie,
I'm your biggest hater.
I'm one of your biggest haters. I used to fight for you, then I stopped because too many people
fight for you. Once
they
started caving for Courtney, I say this every week. The episode that threw it for me was when we were sitting with Terrence Martin and he was silent. Right? He wasn't silenced. He was silent.
He wasn't silent.
He was silent. But he was taking it. And guess what they said? Look at Courtney over there just taking in game.
Bro, taking in
just
game.
Learning.
I said,
yo, if all 3 of us was to take in game and shut up, there's no interview.
There's no conversation.
That's not true. You see, because you see how I weasel my way in with a perfect question?
You did
the fourth quarter.
You said fourth quarter. We was already up by 30.
They literally said, Coach said, yo, remember your contract. You're getting paid $50 million a year. This is the one
you
time
you show up. A year
what are you going to do?
Let me tell you something. Y'all stop making this podcast pay $50 million. I'll give you 3 episodes a week.
3 episodes? We might go live every day.
Every single day.
I will do this every day.
Not just like, yo.
Let it fly, baby.
What user are you?
I am a Pro Tools user, but I'm very upset with my DAW.
We'll talk about that later.
And we're about to get into that.
Because I do want to talk about the new updates. I want to talk about the state of our DAWs. I'm not going to lie. This is the happiest I've been with FL because they've just been chilling. They've been cool.
And before you get into that real quick, I am not the number 1. I am not the number 2. I'm both put together. I'm 12. Courtney T. Ableton.
That was actually good. Shout out to you.
Dog, I'm really upset with my DAW, man.
You want to talk about the EQ first?
Yeah, I really want to talk about the EQ because I'm going to be honest with you. Like I said, I've been doing a lot. I've been studying a lot, which I know I say this all the time, but genuinely, like for the past 2 weeks, I've been really studying, bro. I have a subscription for every mix and mastering.
All right, Rich boy.
On the thing.
Pure Mix been killing me. I gotta get them out of here.
You gotta get them out of here. They be killing you.
Shout out Jesse Ray.
So I'm using the Split EQ, and it has genuinely helped me so much.
In what? In what regard?
It's making me look at EQ differently, as opposed to saying, "Hey, 5 dB boost at 3K." Now I'm saying, "Hey, 5 dB boost on the transients of 3K," or 5 dB cut on the tonality of 3K.
Wow.
So it separates the transient boosting and cutting from the tonal boosting and cutting. Why it's so powerful, or why I feel like it. You know how when you compress a vocal like a lot, right? And it's compressed and you feel that tightness?
Yes. Yeah.
Really what I feel like and what I've always said to myself is missing is, I wish there was more dynamics in that section to make it feel more open sounding. Transients, adding transients. So what I've been doing is I'll compress something and get it nice and tight, but I always run into that issue. What that Split EQ is doing for me is I'll literally go to the band that I feel the tightness is coming from, and I'll boost just the transients information in that particular range with the Split EQ, and it opens up the range.
So let me be that guy real quick then. So you saying that, why Split EQ as opposed to Pro Q or maybe a F6
FL
RTA?
Studio Fruity EQ
or
I'll tell you why.
A Fruity Parametric
because
EQ.
it is separating the transient boosting from the tonality boosting.
We could have been done that.
No. Yeah, I don't have that. It doesn't have that capability.
There's an auto tune.
Can I say this? Can I say this? You know your high end with S's and T's, sibilants, You ever listen to your high end and it's just literally, it's like, yo, these S's and T's are really transient. Like they're very attacky.
Oh, you just cracked the code. I hope you don't.
You better than me. I just be throwing my DSer up.
Oh, see, I hear you.
I'm about to say,
but you're right.
And that's the code. And that's the code you just cracked. Are you trying to say that a de-esser is simply a high frequency transient shaper?
So no. But I'm saying the way I'm using the split EQ, I'm using it like that. Where I'm saying,
As
hey,
a de-esser.
It's too much transient information in the high end. Yeah. So what I've been doing is taking the transient slider in that range, turning it down, and then guess what I'm doing? I'm turning up the tonality instead. So now I'm getting like this warm high end that's not transient, but just filling it, and then I'm taking out the transient, and now it's bro. The top end is so smooth, and it's a new cheat code, bro. It's such a cheat code. I was like, this is changing my life.
How much is the split EQ?
It's right now. I think it's $100. That's the sale, but it was like $350.
Yeah,
or $300.
I know it's pretty
That's why
expensive.
I never bought it.
I know it's pretty expensive.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I used it for mics.
Crazy.
Can I tell you what made me use it?
What?
Mike doesn't even know, but it was my first day using it when I was doing Mike's Masters. And I was using it, and I was like,
is that video out yet?
It's not out. Yes, it's behind the paywall. It's behind the paywall. I think I put one of them out because I did 3 of his songs.
Got you.
Leave-ins, I promise you. I know I don't. Most plugins, I'll be like, I don't think you're gonna use it. This one, I think you can understand and go, oh.
What are you trying to say? I like the slow plugins.
No. Slow plugins.
Can I tell you,
What does that
$350 is kind of
mean?
crazy, but if I could catch it on sale, I'll catch it
It's on sale right now. It's
Hey.
$99. That
You know
is the
what's-
most
you know what's
innovative,
free?
one of the most innovative tools
You know
I've
what's
ever used.
free?
What?
You know it's actually like $0?
What?
The FL Studio update. Hey, man. FL Studio 2024 is out. Now we're changing ourselves to a yearly model, meaning we might get a major update every year. FL 2024.
What do you mean a yearly model?
So it was FL 21, FL 20, FL 12, and I wasn't coming out by the years because FL 21 came out last year.
So now they're gonna do
2024, 2025.
Wow.
That's
Yo,
right.
I ain't gonna lie. Yo, who's the CEO? What's his name again?
Constantine. Yeah.
Constantine. Let me say something. Constantine, I'm being very honest. Constantine, I'd love you to do more.
I love you to sit here.
Yeah. Yes. I would love you to do more and interact more with content creators, the company itself, and you too. I would love to talk to you because, dog, you have taken that platform to just like, you just killing everybody. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man.
And the reason why I'm bringing it up is because I'm upset with my dog.
What are you upset about today?
I'm upset because there's so many things going on with my DAW internally that I feel like we're just always gonna be behind with certain things. Like I seen a new update that we got in Pro Tools 2024. I just seen it. It got the RX.
Wait. I want to compare them. Can I get the...
No, but let me get this off. Let me just get this gripe off. We can go back and we can compare. We got the new RX compatible RX editing. So we have RX, I believe, built in to which is fire. We got Captain chords that we could generate chords. Thank you. Like literally today as we were recording this, that update came on. I've never seen an update in Pro Tools where it actually shows me a box and says, hey, this is what's new. I was like, thank you, because I never know like what an update is. But for me, I'm just honestly, I had a lot to say about Pro Tools, but that right there made me go, okay, I'm gonna give it another shot. Like as far as time and stuff like that, I'm gonna give it another shot. But they've upset me.
74 years.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm upset. I'm upset with my DAW for a lot of reasons. But when I saw that, I was like, okay, let me just chill for a second. Seeing Captain chords in there, it's like, okay, thank you. The chord generator. So now we can generate chords and stuff like that. Not saying I'm gonna use it, but step in the right direction.
Can I kill y'all real quick?
Why?
Can I just kill y'all real quick on that specifically?
You can. It's fine.
Specifically.
You're fine.
Especially with the RX. The RX, if I'm not mistaken,
that's Isotope, baby.
Isotopes, noise and like
correction, editing, like fixing and stuff like
and
that.
also like RX, it's a separator as well.
No,
You can't separate like
stems.
vocals.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that.
Isotope RX?
Yes, it is. I'm telling you.
So it's
Isotope RX
so
built
it
into
can
Pro Tools. That's
separate-
OD fire.
So it can
Are
separate.
you sure?
Yes.
Or
about to
did
say-
they just call it RX?
It's RX editing is RARA probably. It's integrated. I have to check, to be honest, but I think it's
So
integrated into the thing.
so there's stem
I might
manipulation,
know,
right, Leavens?
but it's in there, I think. Huh?
I would like to
Stem
say though,
manipulation?
because you can remove vocals, or you can just make an instrumental. Well, same thing.
It's more for
using
corrective stuff, bro.
the one in Pro Tools.
No, RX. Like the RX suite. RX from Isotope is a suite
But I know
of
it's
plugins.
I know, but I'm saying I've seen it like it's capable of creating like instrumentals and stuff like that.
I think so. I don't know.
Very interesting.
To be honest, I don't know that deeply.
Just very interesting. If that's the case. But outside of that, Captain Chords and stuff, man. FL's had it since day one.
Yeah.
Logic's had it since day
Speaking
one.
of-
What? Had what since day one?
And we're about to get to it.
Yeah.
Logic and FL have had it since day one. Ableton said, you know what? I'm going to take a page out of the Cool Kids book and just have it native in the DAW too. Strange how Pro Tools just doesn't want to have like a native stock built-in scale / chord functionality. It's kind of... What's going on?
I don't, bro.
What's going on over there?
I think it's because it's
Nothing wrong with outsourcing. I'm just saying.
Of course, but I just don't think that our DAW was that was producer centric, like in a sense of like modern day producer centric with those types of things. But I think that
I get it.
now.
Yeah.
They're seeing, oh, maybe we should tap in it. Because here's my thing. This was always my gripe with Pro Tools. I said, you own the audio movie space. You got it. No, you got Media Composer. No one's going anywhere. You lock that down. You have the customers.
Yo, hey, the FL Studio of
Standard.
the media place is CapCut. Shout out to CapCut.
Anyway, you lock that down. When it comes to, okay, in order to grow, don't you need new customer base and new fanship? Also, the people that have been using Pro Tools for years, they're also passing away, getting older, not retiring. So that's
Passing away is extreme.
R.I.P.
it
on my
is
Pro
tr-
Tools users.
Yes,
But it's true.
people are passing. That's how old Pro Tools is. People are not engineering anymore. They're getting old. So I said to myself, okay, slowly, day by day, market share is getting eaten up by new users. These kids don't care about Pro Tools. They care about FL, Ableton, Logic, Cubase. They care about all those other DAWs. So in my head, I was like, yo, year by year, you're gonna keep seeing migrations to other DAWs.
Yeah, people leaving the
You know what they
So
need.
why don't you tap into the newer wave of this whole generation that you haven't tapped into, which is producers, and start marketing to producers? Like that's always what I always had conversation with. I was like, yo, market, like play with, like come over here. Like you don't exist in production. You literally
the
don't have
production
any
space,
foothold.
yeah.
I wonder why Pro Tools or any DAW doesn't have hearing accessibility built in. Like if you hearing aid
Pro Tools
things,
does.
and then maybe you could have different settings.
One of y'all do.
I don't know if that's
not
not
me.
does.
I seen a video
I
on
don't
it,
know if
and
it's
it was
me.
like for blind. It was for the blind.
Well, I said for hearing because we use our ears and our ears are getting worn out over the years. I wonder if there's any research being done in that world. I know Apple does it all the time.
What?
With the
Like
AirPods and you know what I mean, and
Accessibility?
like, with the iPhones where you have different hearing settings and things like that.
Shoot,
I wonder
yeah.
if in Pro Tools, like I don't know, it's out of my wheelhouse because it's a combo of science and tech. But I just want to put that out there. I hope that our DAWs can also have those set because, like you said, a lot of them are getting older. But I wonder, CLA, is he still mixing?
You know, he's still mixing. He's still
Are
very
his
active.
ears still there? I hate to ask it like that.
I
but
hear
don't-
you,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm so sure. I'm so
gotta
sure.
be.
I have
I
a
hope so.
theory about that too, by the way. So you know the C414, the AKG C414 mic. Okay, so you know the XLS. I had it, the one I used to have. There's an XLS XL2, like the newer version to it. Rumor was, and this could be very true or very wrong, the XLS was an old mic that engineers loved to death. It was like a classic mic. What they did with the XL2 was they knew that their fan base probably lost some of their hearing over years. So they made this one the same, but a little brighter so that they felt like it was like the old one. Like, oh, it's back. Like I hear that brightness. And I always thought that was fascinating shit. So I think I said that to say, I think that everybody's aware that over time, like you do lose your hearing.
I really wonder, and this is not a joke, because you just said the blind thing. How I would like to see a blind mix engineer, because I would like to hear that mix.
Who
that mix
posted
gotta
it?
hit.
Somebody posted it.
I know that mix got to hit.
All right.
Because once you, I know the whole thing of once you lose a sense, your other senses
Get
become very
heightened.
Goodness gracious,
Your
A
hearing
blind
gotta
mix
be
engineer.
nuts.
But I wonder how that is.
What, hear, like how the
Yeah.
DAW works and stuff like that?
Yeah, or how like are they using a board?
It speaks to you. Oh, no. Yes, it would have to speak to you. So I'm like track 1, track 2. It would have to
Yeah, like an
speak to you.
accessibility.
Yo, I ain't
type
gonna lie.
feature.
That's what ChatGPT could get nice
I
at.
think engineers
No.
posted
Oh
something
my
like
goodness,
about that.
that's what AI needs to figure out.
That's what I'm saying.
For blind people, let me talk to Pro Tools. All right, track 2, turn it up 2 dB, like shit like that.
I'm dead.
Even
and
for
think out loud, seriously.
Even for the ear thing that you just mentioned, I just actually thought of a way that DAWs could incorporate it in my head. I was like, what if let's just say 2026, new update hits all DAWs across the board, and they have this thing where now once you load it up, if it's in the first time of that update, they ask you, how old are you? Da 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 da.
I don't want them having my data. I ain't gonna lie.
I know, but just like,
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. It's too late. We about to have open intelligence on our phones.
But like certain things where it's just like, all right, let's just say the deepest the cap out pause is at your age. So it's like, all right, 30. I have in that range. There's certain frequencies that are gonna be lost at that time.
Yes.
Then they give you a whatchamacallit, what's that shit when they shoot out the fucking the frequency?
Yeah,
test tone.
They give you a test tone.
Okay.
And they let you it's like an EQ. And they let you swipe across and they're like, what frequency are you having trouble hearing the most?
Okay.
And then once they get that information,
Yeah.
they boost those frequencies within the DAW.
It is
where you're
I like it. It is a bit
in the situation of the person.
It's a bit iffy because I think what makes Pro Tools and every other DAW, I think standard is that everything is flat.
Yeah.
Everything's the same across the board. So
Right. So if you change it, if you make a certain EQ curves, because I use with my speakers, I have the room correction thing, but I don't use I use it mad weird.
Why don't we use in-ears?
Huh?
Why don't we use in-ears anywhere in audio? To cut vocals
outside of performing, you mean?
Because to me, it's a very small speaker. It's hard to replicate certain things.
I'm tripping.
Like to me, it's like
I don't know why I didn't think of that.
I don't hear stereo whiff really in my in-ear. You know, I just hear what I need to hear. It's like vocal, music.
But hey, back to DAW conversations.
What you mean?
FL Studio 2024. Can I tell y'all all the new updates?
What's that going?
Get ready to hate. It's cool. So, shout out to my team at FL. They sent me this email.
My team at FL is crazy.
We've expanded. So FL Cloud now includes VST plugins. Not only do they include VST plugins, but it includes 65 new plugins from companies such as Baby Audio, Minimal Audio, WA Productions.
We're smoked.
Bro, smoked isn't even the word. If I wasn't mistaken, I thought there was an
64 plugins.
Native Instruments, 65. Ooh. Over 65. Native Instruments, Baby Audio, Minimal Audio plugins are built into FL Cloud. And if you don't pay your subscription for a month, you'll still be able to use it. Like, they have this thing where, I forget what it's called, but it'll let you, like, say you open up an old session, but you had the clouds, what you call it? You had the cloud plugin. So say
the cloud license.
Neoverb is in it, right? Let's say Neoverb is in it and it expired. So fuck. Now the plugin's not opening it. It lets you up to 5 times between your pay cycles. Just press it and it'll let you use it just to get it if you want to just print it or whatever.
Wow.
And then it's up to 5 times, and then if you maybe you just got to pay again, and then it'll give you another 5 times afterwards.
How's your crashing in FL? Is it
non-existent? Ever since I promise on everything. Once I stopped using UAD as much, it stopped cracking. It stopped crashing.
Really?
I haven't had a crash in so long.
Really?
Maybe from a plugin. I remember there was a beta version of Timbaland's plugin. I forget the name of it.
What plugin he got?
It's a Beat Club plugin. It's called, I forget the name, but it's a dope plugin. It's like a multi-effect rack.
Okay.
And it was a super beta, like 0.01.
Whoa.
And it was just
buggy.
Goodness gracious, it was terrible.
Right.
As far like it just kept crashing my thing. But yeah, I haven't had a crash in a minute.
Wow.
Literally, I haven't had a crash in a minute. But we have also some new stock plugins. A couple of them. One is Spreader, stereo enhancement.
Okay.
Kepler XO, which is it took a Juno 6 and a Jupiter 8, put them both together, and kind of basically it's inspired by both of them, and it adds a second oscillator. So goodness gracious, it's about to be crazy. And then Low Lifter, and it analyzes low end and dynamically adds higher harmonic frequencies so that it can be heard on any speaker. This is a stock plugin. By the way, also piano roll enhancements.
You gotta let me talk about that plugin.
All right, go ahead.
You gotta chill for a second. So it's a low lifter plugin, and basically it allows you to be able to hear bass.
It's like an R bass built in. Yeah.
bro.
It's not whatchamacallit. I see what you're trying to say.
Yeah, but
It's not State
Those
Machine.
fine.
but look how they're paying attention.
It's not State Machine.
But look how they're
It's
paying
not what?
attention to.
It's not State Machine.
State Machine's an instrument though.
It-
This is
exactly.
an effect plugin.
Oh, that's an effect plugin.
Like an
Yeah.
R bass.
You can put this
You
on,
put it on
any
anything.
bass.
But you got to think about it. That's what I'm saying.
And it
like,
might
you're-
be nice.
you-
Yo, don't
you-
shit
you're
on
trying-
it that quick.
I'm not
kind
shit
of
on
in.
it. But no. You can't. You know why?
Why?
Because they're doing something very very smart. You gotta think about it, right? It's FL.
Yes.
It's the one DAW
Yes.
that out of every DAW has had stock distortion plugins
Yeah.
built in since the beginning.
Yes.
No one's using it. Now that
That's cap.
That is so cap.
in the sense of like no one's like similar to your disgruntlement with Pro Tools, not so many outside of Elgene, outside of Larry O, outside of a few others, Kyle Beats, so and
Are
so.
using our stock distortion?
FL power users using just straight up the stock distortion. If it's not like the clipping stuff, if it's not FL Clipper, stuff like
I'll
that.
tell you, I don't use any third party distortion.
And that's what I'm saying, right? And wait,
And I'm
so-
sure if I don't, and if Larry doesn't, and Kyle
Right,
Beats, then there are
right.
thousands of other kids that don't.
So then that's what I'm saying. So now they're saying, oh, Spectre, Saturn,
Yes.
State Machine. We're going to, like you said, they're paying attention. They're paying attention. That's what I'll give you.
Paying attention.
They're looking at these other companies and saying, simply, if that's what they're doing, and we've been masters of that, we'll just make another one. And now
That's something
And
better.
now the point as to their goal, no one has to leave FL.
Or
And that's hard.
we could just see that FL is very, very big amongst the two biggest, I'd say, genres that use FL is trap, hip hop, and like dubstep dance.
Yeah. Yeah, I have like
and
an
those are
EDM
two
out.
very bass heavy genres.
Oh, for sure.
That sometimes, and the biggest gripe I hear within starting engineers or starting producers that want to get their mixes right is it's just not knocking on the phone. And guess what? Just throw that on.
But that's
what
why
I'm
I'm saying it's so genius because
That's what I'm saying.
once again,
and it might be amazing. Imagine it's
bro,
fire.
I bet you. So I will say this: I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, actually a very popular producer, and we were going and talking about, and he was asking and kind of like trying to inquire, like, yo, I think I might switch over to FL because why are these young kids able to make something that is competing with me sonically?
Yeah.
And these kids don't know nothing. And I was like, oh, it's just because in my head, I was like, it's the tools that FL is
have.
basically helping them just get through the BS and just making it easy to flow. So once again, these kids are gonna use the low lift, what is it called?
Low lifter.
Low lifter plugin, and they're gonna have access to something that is mad like intricate, but it's just like, oh, I wanted this.
This is
oh,
regular, yeah.
just regular.
Like
but
a sound
bro,
good, yeah, shit like that.
It's
yeah.
a better R bass.
for me, I would have for me to create that. I know I have to use like the lo-fi plugin. I know you have to use Spectre to add upper harmonics. For them, it's just a plugin.
It's a better
But
R bass.
They just
And the reason why I say it's a better
they
R
understand
bass
the
is because
audience.
it's stock.
Yes.
Literally, like their whole
Which is
like,
because if this is even 70% of the way of our bass, oh my goodness, it's over.
You don't have
and
to
you
worry
know
about
it
that.
is.
It's FL.
Yeah,
I know
You
it's
have to
gonna be
worry
good, bro.
about that.
I'm
It's
not
FL.
gonna
So
lie.
we're good. That's genius. That's amazing.
I
That
know
might
it's
be
good.
my new favorite plugin.
I know.
from FL.
No.
Which, to
that's
be
all
fair-
that's what I would pay attention to the most.
Listen,
is that
which to be
plugin.
fair-
There's
hold on.
not. There's two new things.
What?
The piano roll just got an update. Wait.
Y'all don't need nothing else.
Chord progression generation built in.
Y'all just doing stuff.
Chord progression. Wait.
Hold on. Stop it right there. You're gonna keep going afterwards, but chord. Hold on.
Wait, don't you wait?
Y'all can generate
Chord progression.
an entire progression.
Yeah.
I thought y'all could do that already.
This has
No,
been the
we
My
can,
Audio
but we
Nerds
could-
podcast.
Give us the notes and the scales, and then we go through this. I haven't tried it yet, but it's just way easier, way more user friendly, shit like that. You don't have to drag it and whatever.
I thought y'all could do that already. I thought y'all already had that.
We had a
craziness.
way, but I guess it's easier now.
No.
Or it might be AI,
To
where it's
have-
like
I think,
literally.
I have to throw
You
this
got-
out there.
you-
I think Studio One could do that already.
I'm sure. Cool.
Interesting.
I'm just throwing it
Can
out
you?
there.
But
Who me?
can you?
We got
Facts.
Captain Chords. I got to check it out.
Hey,
Nah, my
I
You
gotta
might
check
have it
this out
too.
too.
No,
come on.
actually,
Can I tell you my
it's
favorite?
Pro
right.
Tools might got
Go
a little
ahead, go ahead.
shine.
Can I
you
tell you
know?
the last update that I'm
Yeah,
very
we the
excited about?
game.
There's a couple other small things too, like the top bar, the file, and all of that. Like
No.
Yep.
file edit, like
Yeah.
our little thing
Yeah.
is now in the Mac one. So like you combine it. That's cool.
Oh, that's
I don't care for it.
cool.
I like where it's at.
Me
for
too. I like
personally.
the NFL.
Yeah, it hides the usernames now. So they used to have the usernames there so to
remember.
see if you was
Cracked.
cracking. But now it's hidden because a lot of content creators is like, fuck, you're leaking my username.
Yeah, that's
Shit
true.
like that.
Like,
So,
please don't. Yeah, that's true. That is
it
mad
gives us
private.
a new welcome screen, a bunch of shit. But the other thing in the piano roll that I really like is our new note repeat joint. Now it's built into our automation window. It's simply, I put it like this. When you play keys, you know how you could edit the velocity of each note? On the bottom on FL, it has like a slider for each note. So, cool. Now, you can go into there's like a little menu. You could click note repeat, and every time you put that up, it'll be a stutter.
Oh,
so instead
wow.
of drawing in the stutter,
you
can
just do
just yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, crazy.
That's
so
cool.
I'm thinking, no, that's insane
That's
because
cool.
I'm
tight.
thinking if I could attach that knob to, well, it's not even going to be hard because I have the FL key, but if I could route it to a knob on my FL key, and record live, I could just have a hi-hat and I could just
And
with the knob,
and do it
automated like that,
like just make
with the knob,
crazy
be
triplets and
crazy.
Wow, that's kind of cool. Just
So
with a
shout
knob.
out to FL Studio, man.
Yo, can I say something about you?
We had that first.
Can I say? Okay, good.
Word?
Yo, can I say something about you that you need to? I
But
want
I'm
you
glad.
to pay attention to.
Yo, you suck.
No, you suck. Let me say why.
Now
you
we
suck.
don't, because we
me say why you suck.
you know what's funny?
I'm gonna say why you suck.
Real quick.
No.
I'm not cutting you off for a long time.
No, all right.
5 seconds.
All right.
Me and him. I feel like Logic be in their own world.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I
they'd
don't
be
know.
like,
I don't know what's going on.
they just
They be
chilling
taking
and
all
they
that
just be
shit,
like,
by the way.
Pro Tools, FL.
I think editing is a nightmare in Logic. I'm just letting you know.
Interesting. I've kind of seen.
I've seen
stuff
somebody
about that.
post that and I was like,
I'm
yo,
about to say,
facts,
I've
it is a
seen-
nightmare.
I've seen
Sorry.
stuff about
to me.
But I feel like they're the ones that's just like looking around, just like, interesting. Okay. There's that. Okay. Me and him, Ableton and FL, it's almost like there's like a war going on where they're just like, well, FL's just like, whatever.
They are packing y'all
Copy
up.
whatever you want. We're just gonna do whatever.
Right.
And we're just
What-
like, yeah, well, we're gonna figure out whatever we want from you. And then once in a while, like
What
with
the campers
eyes,
say? What did campers say? I could give you all of the ingredients to the sauce.
It ain't gonna be me though.
That's
You ain't gonna
taste
do me
nasty.
though. It's gonna be
Nasty.
able to.
Disgusting.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, there's one more topic I want to touch on. since
Damn.
we're-
Go ahead.
Just one thing.
Yeah.
People in the comment, I've seen a few. They was like, yo, Courtney really hates his DAW.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
And I laugh every time I see they be like, yo, Courtney, because you know when we do the
They said
premieres now,
it's like the girlfriend that you really want to break up with, but golly, like
you hate your DAW. And the Ableton community
try
has
a new
called
DAW
you
this
out.
year.
I just want them. I'm gonna try FL this year. I just want them to stop messing.
Yo, if y'all
up.
see me and leaving his face, bro, that's hard.
Yeah.
He gonna try
If
FL.
this podcast
Bro, if
turns
you-
into two
I've already-
FLs and one Pro
I've
Tools
already-
That's
user,
sad, bro.
Bro,
I'm not
I've
gonna lie.
already-
That's-
I've
I'm
already-
about
bro.
to add
Bro,
somebody to the pod.
Bro,
Larry
I'm a
will
Pro
go
Tools,
kill us.
I'm
Yeah.
a Pro Tools recording expert.
They gonna kill him for that.
But you forget. I am. No. And that's the thing.
I ain't
And
gonna
that's
lie, they
the
might
thing.
be yo a
And this is the one.
petition.
This
But
is-
they love him too much.
They
to kick
love
him.
This is
him.
the
They'll
one.
probably
This-
kick me
this-
off to
This
bring
is the
back-
one. This is the one. I'm a Pro Tools recording expert. Like I keep saying on all these
Yo,
clips.
you
Like I
you
keep saying
corny.
on all these
because you
clips.
told me you was like, I'm not jacking Pro Tools no more. I'm hated. I'm done.
Oh yeah, for our take system. I still jack that, but I'm saying off of what I've been forced to because as he's seen. I hope you don't call cap.
What?
As he's done throughout 100 and what 2-3 episodes of this podcast.
We in the hundreds.
Hey man, y'all can stick with your FL, your Ableton, but what DAW is it gonna come back down to, man? What DAW you gotta learn, man? All right, cool. I became a Pro Tools recording expert. Great,
Okay.
loving it.
Okay.
I love Ableton still. I'm never gonna quit. I'm never gonna quit that.
And see, that's my problem with Pro Tools. Because in the back of my mind, I'm like, look at him using Pro
But
Tools.
also, too,
Why
yeah.
would you want him to leave? Anyway, go ahead.
That's
continue
true.
With,
I feel you.
Continue with
Damn.
with shit
Nah,
on us.
you hate your DAW.
Pro Tools
That's
just-
crazy.
That's true though. Why would you want him to
Pro
leave?
Tools
That's
is the,
crazy.
Pro Tools is the standard, but respectfully, and I'm gonna say this to leave.
Give it time.
Pro Tools.
Give it time. It's crazy.
Give
I
it
love
time.
I ain't gonna lie, Pro Tools kind of been shitty and behind since y'all got bought out, but that's another conversation.
ATT?
I'm not gonna lie. That buyout at
And
first,
you
I
thought
was,
it was amazing.
No. I thought I
AT&T?
said, hey, this might be a good opportunity to really revamp the company. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It did not go that way.
It's I don't know what's happening. It feels the Pro Tools, even the Pro Tools Instagram, it still feels like a meme page.
It just feels weird.
I'd be like, yo, what do you like? I don't. I just don't understand what's happening. But maybe I think there's a new CEO now. I think right now, if I'm not mistaken.
But to be fair,
and I think things are gonna change. I don't know. But like I said, I don't know.
But to be fair, I do love it. I do love Ableton. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, again, it's my home. I don't
Confess
wanna,
your love for your dog.
I'm that serious. I don't want to go searching for nothing else. I have no reason to. I will say though, from what them two say and what the rest of the world says, yes, you being the premier DJ DAW, it kind of looks bad in 2024. I'm not gonna lie. It all comes down to
stem separation is crazy.
It all comes down to in 2024, you not having stem separation is
crazy.
An atrocious feat.
Well,
you should not be
and I
proud of
heard
it.
y'all are bad at
let's
updates.
be honest.
I heard y'all like not good at updates.
We get them like every now
No, but I
and
heard
then.
y'all like buggy. Like when y'all first
Oh, yeah,
update,
it gets
it's
buggy.
a wrap.
Yeah, it gets
I will
Just
say
like
I'm
Pro
not going to
Tools.
kill anybody because FL got stem separation, I think, October last year.
No
It's
one was even
still
thinking about
new.
that.
No one
Exactly.
was.
So let them figure out an algorithm. I get it. It's easy
hear
to
you.
implement, but at the same time, we don't know how big these teams are.
Exactly.
Like, if it was
Exactly.
2025 and it's like, y'all still don't have it, it's like crazy. But it's still new. I'll give grace. And it's the one time y'all going to see me give any other DAW grace.
Specifically
But it is
Ableton.
very novel, and I think only 3 of us have it.
Yeah,
So-
but you gotta understand, for me in Pro Tools, why I have gripes is
But Pro
because
Tools is bad.
because what I say is Pro Tools is $1 billion company. That's the
Indeed.
crazy part.
I didn't know
is
that.
it's worth a lot of money. I think when the buyout was like $1 billion.
Oh, because they got y'all paying monthly. Ugh.
Bro, think about how many monthly people are paying for Pro Tools, bro.
That's crazy.
I thought about that. I was like, that's crazy. So obviously the expenses, I don't know their books. I've actually looked at their books. I looked at their balance sheet and I was like, why are you declining every year? And I was like, because you're probably losing market share. I don't know, whatever. I'm not that deeply entrenched in it.
I was gonna say, which doesn't make sense because when you think about it, again, like you just brought up,
What?
in the motion,
I looked
like,
at my DAW's books.
The motion-
I looked at their
the
balance
motion-
because I was like, what is happening?
like
I
you
ain't
just.
gonna lie.
Go ahead.
Constantine. I'm not gonna lie. I'm Constantine, I think.
Oh, his name is 10? Oh, that's what I was
Constantine or
like, what?
Constantine.
with no
but
E,
it,
with no E,
it
with
ends
no
in
E.
TIN, so I'm
Okay.
gonna say 10.
Yeah, no E.
My boy, I'll ride for y'all so much. Just give me a job, bro. Let me be run marketing. Let me
Well,
be the Rob over
Reach
here.
out. I just want to
Let's
FL.
talk.
You could
The
really
only
go
thing-
up by like 20% with LJ.
The
like,
only thing
sponsoring.
the only thing I would like for FL to do,
I would take over y'all content.
Yo, the only thing FL, I'm like, yo, bro, you could just eat. You're doing a phenomenal job for sure.
OD.
But
OD.
just what I say is support the creators, bro. Like that's all. Larry O, like that, y'all, like
Yeah,
that
he's
show. You should be
invested everything into
all
Infinite,
over.
Kyle Beats, Curtis King, Busy Works. It's so much content, and I get it. I mean, y'all not paying us, so we're just doing it for free, and we need y'all as much as you need us. But at the
support
same
the
time,
community. That
it's
would
the
be
thing.
really. I think that'd be
I
really
won't
dope.
lie. Also,
I ain't gonna lie, let me be an
support the
A&R
community.
because it's not just the community of content creators. It's the community of producers
Of
that
talented,
are breaking records,
skillful
that are
producers.
doing incredible things that some kid is looking up to and saying, because he uses FL Studio, I'm going to use FL Studio.
I was about to
and
say.
that's more valuable than anything else.
Anything
If
else.
I
Because
saw
I'll tell
your
you,
dog,
if I was young, if I was 14, no, I'm sorry. If I was 10, 9, and I was looking for a DAW, and if I had found anything but FL Studio first, I probably would still be there.
Right.
You're creating life because FL Studio has the very
Right.
very rare and very lucky thing in the audio tech community that not a lot of companies have. No hardware company has it. Maybe Focusrite. They like him young. Sounds crazy.
I
but
understand
you
what you're
get
saying.
them young.
Yes, you get them
You
young.
get them young.
Yes.
And that alone
is
more valuable than anything else.
Yes.
Because the only way they'll switch is the pressures of the industry. You know how many times people, oh, you're unprofessional. Terrace, I said, Terrace hit me to send him a session. It was recorded vocals. And I said, yo, I recorded an FL. He's like, man, stop being behind, man. And that was the first time I was like, yo, I'm gonna ask Steph for a license.
See, I told you.
That
I
shit's
just told him. I was
crazy.
like, yo, it just
But it's
seamless
It's a
flows.
thing of, like you're
Seamless
creating
flows.
these relationships with these creators at a very, very small level, and they're gonna keep building with you. But also, give back to it. You guys are doing amazing. I'm not gonna lie. You guys are doing way better than 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm very happy with the new regime. And I think y'all are killing it. I think this is maybe a way y'all can continue to be better.
Yeah,
Talk to us. You know what I mean? We could do a lot more at NAMM. We could do a lot more collaborating and feeling like y'all are real people. But I do also understand that unlike Avid and unlike Logic, this is a very small company.
Right.
So I
For
get
sure.
it. But at the same time, if you need help, we're willing. but don't make us. I don't want to ever get to a point where we feel like FL is doing good, but they're just shunning us. They're like, y'all need
I was
us.
about to say,
we don't need y'all. And it's like,
but that's the energy I
was about
feel
to say,
from it.
at the same
Even
time,
when we went to NAMM, that was the vibe I was getting. Like where everybody's
did.
so excited to be there, and y'all are just like mad. Like
it's like,
I was like,
we
they're
don't-
not
we got-
friendly.
we're here.
Yeah, like
I'm about to
they
say,
weren't excited
like,
to see us. They weren't
between-
friendly. I was just like, yo, what's up?
Between-
It rubbed me the wrong way. I'm
you know
being
what
honest
kind of
with
hurt
you.
me? I never said this.
I'm ready. Honestly, after this 100, we've been being honest, but I am not caping. You know why I'm not caping? Even like going even harder. Shout out to the membership. Thank you, because that builds us a moat around just our whole system of what we do, and it keeps me in a place where I don't need them. That's what. Remember, I told you that was the whole plan. I was like, I just want to get to a point where this pays for itself, and we don't need you. So to me, with that and just meeting them and just that booth and everything, I was just like, y'all have like probably the most.
Let me tell a story, because I said I wasn't gonna tell a story, but I'm gonna tell a story. Here's what turned me off with FL.
Are you sure?
Pissed. Yes.
Okay.
Why not? We're being honest.
Okay. Just asking.
I could get blowback. That's cool. I'm still gonna use it. It's not gonna do anything. And I don't have a relationship.
Me too.
I don't have a relationship with them, so it's like fuck it.
Which is insane. Which is kind of wild. Yeah,
it is what it is. So if I lose the relationship, it's like it
if you
wasn't doing
did, that would
anything.
be crazy.
It's
to
cool.
me. Yeah, no.
The
That'd be crazy.
only thing we could do is move forward. But what turned me off was at NAMM, Larry O took over and he killed it.
Yeah,
Goodness gracious.
shout out to Larry.
Because Larry was very like
serious.
He wanted that.
Yes.
They didn't ask him
Yes.
to. He said, let's do it. We have the chance. He called me and said, bro,
Pull up.
we have like I know you're doing a lot with engineers. Give me a little bit of your time because we're about to go crazy. And he
Gonna
put it
try.
together himself.
Do our best, yep.
But what turned me over FL, I already got a weird vibe of, and maybe because there was a lot going on. I give the thing about me, I'm very forgiving, and I give a lot of people the benefit of the doubt. If a lot's going on, I don't know what's going on in your life. So if it was just a weird first impression, but what irked me, what really hurt me, I met a rep at FL. I had my chain on, all of that, cool. We chopped it up a little. It felt like a little dismissive, but I chalked it up to there's a lot going on. There's a lot of people here, so I get it. You got to go talk to a bunch of people. But then I came with Dev. He met Dev, and keep in mind, I wanted to connect. I didn't get to connect. I didn't get an email or anything. I think he already had my email, so that's what it was. He was like, "Yo, Dev, let me get your number. Let's get you in. Let's yada 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 yada." I'm like, "This nigga don't use
That
so
bothered me a
fucking
lot.
I was like, "The fuck?"
Respectfully, it confused me. I was really confused.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, "Man, what?"
Yeah, that confused me.
What?
I'm respectfully,
Word?
that did confuse me.
I got the chain on,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was just dang. I put in a lot, and it was like I couldn't even get the time of day to speak. But at the same time, it was just like it is what it is. Because at the same time, it's giving me a lot. So I don't care to have a relationship because I like the product. I'm not here to be a representative for the product.
Right.
Because if some shit's fucked up, I will say it's fucked up.
Right.
I'm not a mascot. But at the same time, it did kind of pierce me a little.
Sure.
Is what it is though.
Right.
Shout out to FL. And guess what? It didn't stop me. It pissed me off a little. I'm not gonna lie.
Of course.
But it didn't stop me from showing love every week.
Same.
Getting
If
excited
something's
for
good,
shit like
something's
that.
good. Right. Right.
And it didn't filter how I presented it to everyone.
True.
Just listen to this whole episode.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it did kind of hurt. I'll just
Of course.
put that out there.
And honestly, this felt like a paywall episode.
No, we
the
put
end.
it out.
No.
yeah.
No. We're putting it out. I'm just saying
my fault.
this is what this like, you know how we be talking about the paywall. Like this felt like a
We're very
paywall
honest,
episode. When we talk about like the internal, like, the things that we've like kind of like experienced and stuff like that.
bro. Like
I don't even know.
Do you know anybody at Ableton?
Right.
what anybody? Oh, like
At Ableton.
in the company? At the company?
Yeah.
No. But I will
We're
say,
gonna
like,
try to fix that. I know somebody who knows somebody, and he's not a big content creator, but I know he was very tapped in with them. It's my old
I feel you.
teacher. My
Oh,
old
wow.
freshman,
Oh,
yes, you did say
my
that.
freshman year
What's his name?
English
Say
teacher.
his name?
Shout out to Mr. Brian
Miss-
Funk. Mr. Brian
that's what I
Funk. No, you met Cooper.
Shout out
Cooper.
Cooper.
Mr.
Cooper.
Sorry,
shout out
Mr.
to
Mr. Cooper. Shout
What
out
a
to
guy.
Mr. Brian Funk.
If Cooper's still at that Bosie's, I want to pull up.
I want to pull up.
And Funk,
yeah.
Mr. Funk. I hope Mr. Funk sees this. I haven't heard from him in years, but when I tell you, since I was a student, he had a podcast. This is before I knew a podcast. So I wasn't listening to Joe's nobody.
Right.
And he had a music production podcast. He still runs it to this day.
Wow.
So I can imagine how many episodes. Every week he puts out an Ableton live rack for free, and is like I still get his emails
That's
weekly.
dope.
He puts out music. Shout out to and the thing about his class. So he started a music production club, brought his own pushes. because the school wasn't. You know
Yeah,
what I
they
mean?
not buying no
Bro, his
pushes.
own pushes. That was the first time I touched the push, and I was like, wow. I was already using FL. I was like, wow. This is why I love the push so much, and I talk highly of it because I was like, this shit is cool.
Right.
And he was teaching after school Mondays. I think he was teaching kids how to use Ableton. Some of his class projects would be, all right, you just got to make a song or analyze this song. Tell me about the author, because he's an English teacher. So it's like analyze the writing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Analyze the author. What's the story he's trying to tell?
Right.
And what's your perspective? Shit like
That's
that. And he just
hard.
made English
Fun.
dumb cool, bro.
That's fun.
So shout out to Mr. Funk. If y'all have it, I don't know if he still goes by his stage name, but if you type in Brian Funk, the Music
should come
Production Podcast, shout out to you. I hope he sees this. If y'all could comment on his shit, say we talked about him. So
Shout out
that's my
Brian
engineer of the
Funk.
week.
Okay.
That's
I
my
was gonna say
engineer.
to wrap. I was like, would you like to make him your engineer of the week?
That's my engineer.
Okay, cool.
Shout
Because
out
we
Brian
missed.
Funk with
We
that.
missed. I feel like there's 2 episodes.
No,
that
we
missed
had
one,
the
but
100th
it's all good.
episode, and then we just had a bunch of guests, but we
That's
haven't
true.
missed it. Yeah,
That's true.
It's cool.
What was you about to say?
No. I was that, but that's it. But let's wrap it up. You want to take us out?
Yeah, you already know. This has been the My Audio Nerds podcast, ladies and gentlemen, the podcast for audio nerds like yourself. Make sure to please comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure as well that one of y'all leave a really, 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 really expeditiously amazing comment with your @name so that one of y'all could win that Rosetta EQ and or compressor. Also, too,
You can become a paid member of the actual paywall, our membership, where
That's
you get a
right.
bunch of free goodies, exclusive episodes, money in our store every single month,
Access to merch that nobody can say.
access
What?
to the diamond merch that no one else has
And
access
you
to.
we have a whole nother show that we just beta test back there. Like
That's
every
true.
series we have another series we want to try.
Yeah.
We just beta test a bunch of stuff with y'all, and y'all really like input on our topics weekly, shit like that. So shout out to our members. And remember, if you say you do music, chances are you don't. You just own a DAW.
All right, we're out of here.
Do music.
LJ Wisdom.
spend
Do
your money
music.
better.
All
Think
right.
about it.